Hey everyone, this is Aquatic Breeder 3000 here. I am making another video on sexing fish. This will be video number 2, and what it's going to be about are jaguars, and kind of the basic how to tell if it's a male or female, and kind of a little bit about breeding them and stuff like that, or the eggs and things like that. Alright. First off, when it comes to telling if it's a male or female, what you want to do is look at the color, fins, and size. Usually with color, the males will turn more of a goldish color, and they'll have like a purple color in their fins, mainly in their fins. Sometimes they can have it throughout their body. When it comes to size, usually males are about 2 times bigger than the females. Fins, the anal and dorsal fin are pointed. Sometimes that can be the other way around, where it's round. So it's not always going to be completely accurate. At least it's better than like the Oscars, where they're always round. But with females, the anal and dorsal fins are always round. And sorry for my Oscars getting in the way. But their color, usually they turn more of a yellowish color, and they keep their vertical stripes. Whereas a male, like I said, turns more of a goldish color with some purplish in them. Also, their vertical stripes usually turn more into dots when they get older. When it comes to size, usually males are 2 times bigger than a female. When it comes to them like hitting sexually or getting sexually mature, usually that happens around 4 to 5 inches is when they hit sexual maturity. So like this guy, he's kind of starting to change a little bit. My other one not so much, just because she's still kind of small. But if you have a hard time trying to figure out if it's a male or female by the color, fins, and size, what you do is you can either catch them with a net, or you can just look through the glass when you're like feeding them or something, because they'll be looking like upward into position, kind of like that, so you'll be able to tell. But what you want to do is look at their anal and vent hole, and if both holes are about the same size, then it's a male. If the vent hole is bigger than the anal hole, then it's a female. Usually this is about 100% true. Sometimes it's harder to tell, especially when they're younger and still at the juvenile stage, because they haven't had any eggs and they're just not big enough. So it can look as if females' vent and anal hole are about the same size. So it can look like a male, even though it really is a female. But like I said, when they're younger, you don't want to do that. So do that when they're about 4 inches or above. Then most likely you can get your results from that. It's pretty much all when it comes to trying to figure out if it's male or female. But when it comes to them like laying eggs and having fry, first of all, you want to make sure you don't have an undergravel filtration system, because if you're actually trying to breed them, most likely the jaguars will make a crater in the gravel, either to lay the eggs on the glass because there's nothing to lay the eggs on, or because because they want to put their fry in there. So like I said, make sure you don't have an under gravel filtration system, because most likely if you do, one way or another, your fry will probably die by getting sucked up into the canister or whatever it is. So like I said, don't be having an under gravel filtration system. For things for them to breed on, you can have like a flat piece of rock, some flower pots, anything that's big enough for them and won't give them trouble when they're breeding and laying the eggs. Also, you want to make sure that the thing that you're going to use doesn't have like sharp edges or anything, because sometimes the fish can like rub themselves on the decoration or whatever you're using, and if it's sharp, it can actually cut into the fish and give it a wound that can possibly kill it or anything like that. So make sure that you get something that doesn't have sharp edges, or if you do, sand it down really well or somehow get rid of it. Or what you could do too is like this, where I actually made the gravel around the sharper, like the edges, because some of the edges were sharp, but I just pretty much stuck the rock deep enough so that the gravel actually overlaps the sharp edges, so I don't have to really worry about that. When it comes to them like breeding and how many eggs they lay, they can lay up to 2,000 to, I believe, 3,000 eggs. So you want to make sure you have a big tank, specifically a 75-gallon aquarium, just for the parents, and also so that the fry can have a lot of room to swim. So when it comes to them also having the babies, the parents will attack anything that dares that they think can kill the babies or anything. They will attack, and they're very protective and aggressive. So you want to make sure that you have no other fish in the tank, and if anyone sticks their hand in the tank, kind of be a little careful, because they can attack you enough where you do start kind of bleeding, because they do have teeth. So be aware of that. It doesn't really hurt, so it's not like you're getting like stabbed with needles or anything like that. But I'm just kind of warning everyone that they do have teeth, and sometimes, I mean, it'll feel like a little pinch, kind of. But otherwise, it's nothing serious. And they can't, like I said, they can make you bleed. So be careful. Pretty much any cichlid can, because every cichlid has teeth. Sometimes they will actually jump out of the tank just to attack the owner or the hand or whatever. So kind of make sure that your tank is good enough where they won't accidentally jump out, and all that stuff. Otherwise, that's pretty much all for this video. Hopefully I answered a lot of questions. If not, please leave them in the comment area, and I will get to them as soon as possible. Also, if you guys want me to do a specific fish, leave that in the comments, in the comment area too, and I will get to that video as soon as possible, especially if I have the fish. But otherwise, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave comments.